So I've generated over $1 million for online fitness coaches. And there's one common question that I get amongst entrepreneurs, business owners, or just people who provide the same service as I do. They ask, how do I stay consistent? And there are two answers. The first one is the boring one. I'm gonna get to the second more important, and more relatable one. The first answer is that I'm truly passionate about what I do. What keeps me going and like what makes me wake up at 3 a.m. Is the fact that I can change people's lives. I don't know what it is. Maybe it strokes my ego, maybe it boosts my confidence. Like, oh damn, I made someone's life better. Maybe that's what keeps me going forward. But the second, more relatable thing is if you're anything like me, you grew up playing video games, which means your brain just craves dopamine. Like you want to scroll on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, you want to watch Netflix, you want to listen to music, you want to eat shitty food. I've noticed one thing. I am a person who is really dopamine driven, meaning that I can do whatever task it takes. I can go through whatever hell you give me, as long as at the end there will be some kind of dopamine. And I was thinking this morning, um, if you were if you were to look back at your school days, or maybe you're still in school, think of your favorite subject. For me personally, it was, I would say, probably English lessons. To me, it was favorite because there were good feedback loops. We would do some exercises. We would fill out the workbooks or however they called. Um, and that was the shitty part, the boring tasks, the monotonous tasks. But at the end, something good would happen. For example, I would get praised by my favorite teacher, dopamine fucking overload. Maybe she would give us some candy for the right answers, or I remember she would give us like some surprises, or she would give us pluses in her notebook so that our grades would go up. So here's the thing, maybe you're dopamine driven as well. Maybe you get motivated by knowing the fact that you're gonna get some kind of dopamine after you're doing the shitty tasks. Like me, for example, I worked the whole day with knowing one thing. This is gonna sound really stupid, but I know one thing. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be able to sit down for like 30 minutes, an hour, watch some YouTube, and eat protein ice cream. You've probably seen those Ninja creamy fucking little tubs where it's just protein ice cream, like milk, ice cubes and protein powder. Damn, dude, that shit drives me. Like, I don't know what it is, but after a hard and long day of work, after stressing the whole day, like, it's getting better. Yeah, you barely can't even see it, but I have wrinkles on my forehead at 18 years old by the amount of stress that I have to endure. And uh, there's something about just sitting down, chilling for like an hour, and eating some fucking protein ice cream. That should drive me. So, what I highly suggest you do is that you find what drives you, like what makes you motivated, what motivates you, what sources of dopamine. For example, maybe you really like music. What I would do, I personally do not listen to music. I have some bad opinions about music. But for example, you really like music, do not listen to music the whole day. Starve yourself of music. Work, 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 work. Maybe even create a list of certain tasks that you need to, complete in order to finally be able to listen to music. And once you do that, then listen to some music. Is this making sense to you? Like, have some sort of dopamine source that is gonna drive you. Like, think about it. Why do we use treats to train dogs? I, I'm not a scientist. I would say that it's probably dopamine. I mean, dopamine isn't the hormone of, happiness and all of that shit. No, that's a myth. Dopamine is the hormone of motivation and drive and all of those things. So if you want to be driven, if you want to be motivated, you need to have the right feedback loop, meaning you need the right dopamine sources. Like me, I can work fucking 14-hour days as long as I know that at the end of the day, before I go to sleep, I will be able to watch some YouTube and eat some ice cream. So yeah, dude, it's that simple. At least for me, at least that's what drives me. Maybe it's not the same for you, but uh, maybe this made some ideas spark inside of your head. Maybe you're thinking that, oh shit, maybe I'll give this a try. And do give it a try. Starve yourself of the good things that you love. Do the shitty but necessary tasks. And once you complete them, then enjoy all you want. I feel like that's the best way to do it from my personal experience. I mean, yeah, like I said, I have generated over $1 million for my clients. I make multiple 5 figures a month. I dropped out of high school. I retired my mom. And there are many, many good things to come in the near future. So yeah, I hope this made sense to you. And I truly hope that I added some value. I believe that if I would have heard this when I started off, it would have helped me like drastically, because I haven't really heard anyone talk about, how dopamine drives them and how you should use dopamine as a motivator. For example, I know some friends who love playing video games, and I used to love playing video games myself. I've played video games ever since I was 5 years old. What you could do is starve yourself of video games the whole day, work on your business, on your personal brand, whatever, and then at the evening go and play fucking Fortnite with the boys. That's what I would suggest. And here's the fun part. It's gonna make the thing even better, because I'm sorry for blabbering. You want to probably click off. If you want to, go ahead. But for example, have you ever? It's a really hot summer day. You're dehydrated. You want to drink like fucking crazy. You just played football or whatever, soccer, how people call it, and you're thirsty. You really want to have a drink, and then you go and drink a fucking ice cold glass of water, and you just melt. It's tasty. Magically, water has fucking taste. It tastes like Sprite, and you're chugging that shit. That's how it feels. That's how things feel after hard work. Like, they feel 100 times better. The same goes for my protein ice cream, for example. My protein ice cream tastes way better after I've worked the whole day, opposed to, me chilling the whole day and eating protein ice cream the whole day. It doesn't taste the same. It tastes better. So maybe the video games, the music, the whatever that you like, know that it will be better as well. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. That's all for today. I don't usually do this, but I've recently gotten quite a few mentees to join my mentorship, and we're already growing their personal brands. We're already helping them scale their businesses and learn new high-income skills. So if you're interested in mentorship, go into the DMs, into the description. You will see my Instagram, and you feel free to DM me. That's about it. You have a beautiful day.